Hello everyone. In deep learning architecture, mostly we will classify the images by using its intensity values. So the deep learning is having many hidden layers between the input layer and output layer. So based upon the input and output layer and hidden layers, how many parameters needed for given architecture. So here we will calculate the number of parameters needed for image input for given deep learning architecture. Here the input size is 400 by 400, so we are having the 16,000 here features, right? So now when you are taking these features here, 160k, not a 16k, so it is 160k, right? So then it is having three channels RGB. So when you are taking the three channels, we will calculate the intensity values for all three channels. So when you are calculating this 160k into 3, you will get 480k. So you look at that, we are having the number of features 480k. Then we will have the desired output, that means actual output. So this number of inputs we are going to take in the input layer. Then we are going to construct the hidden layer with the required number of neurons. For example, here I am going to construct the hidden layer with 480k neurons. So then here we have to connect the input layer and hidden layer. So we are making the connection between this. So here we will have the parameters, weight parameters w1 w12 like that, so etc w1n. So number of parameters to be calculated here, like that all the neurons in the hidden layer will have the bias input. Each neuron will have one bias input. So here the number of parameters to be calculated between input layer and hidden layer. Yes, here the number of neurons in the hidden layer is 480k, and input is also 480k. So the size of the input layer and the size of the neurons in the hidden layer, plus then we are having number of neurons in the hidden layer, that is 480k, and the number of bias inputs for each and every neuron is here 1. So single connection between the bias parameter and neuron. So here we have to calculate the output. Then we have to go for next hidden layer or output layer. Here I am going for output layer. So here I have constructed a single neuron in the output layer. Make the connection between the hidden layer and the output layer now. So we are making the connection between hidden layer and output layer. Now bias input also needed for the output layer neuron. So we have made that. How many parameters needed between hidden layer and output layer? So here again the number of inputs in, I mean number of neurons in the hidden layer is 480k. So that is given here, into number of neurons in the output layer is 1. Likewise added with the number of neurons in the output layer is 1, and number of bias parameters needed for this output neuron is 1. So we have calculated this. After this we have to add the number of parameters needed between input and hidden layer, and the number of parameters calculated between hidden layer and output layer. When you are calculating, you are getting approximately 230 billion parameters for this given input image 400 by 400 by 3, and the number of neurons in the hidden layer is 480k, and the number of neurons in the output layer is 1. Here the number of neurons also having impact on the calculation of neurons, calculation of parameters, and the input size is also having impact on calculation of the parameters in the given architecture. Thanks for watching.